the new Toastmasters. Has anybody read this yet? Check it out, because this gentleman here on the cover actually created an app called Color Switch, and I actually downloaded it, and it's actually a pretty fun game. So if you guys get a chance to read it, check it out, and try the app. It's great. It's great fun. Anyway, thanks for coming today at our last meeting for 2016. I hope we have a great day today. I would like to introduce our functionary roles today. We have Roderick, who is our all counter.
Today I am your ah counter. My job is to listen for members using words and sounds as fillers and or pregnant pauses. Example of these include ah, and, well, so, you know, etc. I will also be listening for repeated words or phrases. Examples include I, this means, tutu, etc. The purpose for this is to help members learn how not to rely on verbal crutches when they speak. This will make their presentation sound professional and allow them to command respect and credibility when they present now and in the future. During the meeting, when I hear one of these words, sounds, or phrases, I will click the clicker each time and record it. I will not, however, use the clicker for guests. I will keep a running record of all the speakers during the meeting, and at the end, I will give my reports as to who said what and how many times they said it.
Thank you, Roderick. Thank you, Marion, for the last minute. Thank you so much, Miss Sabrina Inclan.
Today I am your grammarian. My job is twofold. First, I will introduce a new word to the members, and second, I will listen for members' use of English, both good and not so good. The purpose for this is to help members improve their use of the English language. This will allow them to become a more confident speaker and presenter. So the word of the day is serendipity, and the meaning is to facilitate of making fortunate discoveries by accident. And I will now use it in the sentence. They found each other by pure serendipity. At the end of the meeting, I will report who used the word and how many times. As the meeting proceeds, I will be listening to everyone's word usage. I will write down any interesting or exceptional language, as well as any awkward use or misuse of the language. Incomplete sentences, sentences that change directions in midstream, incorrect grammar, etc. And who erred. At the end of the meeting, I will report on what I have found.
Thank you, Sabrina. And today's Elizabeth Delgado.
Today I am your timer. My job is to time speeches, evaluations, and table topics. The purpose for timing is to help participants learn to express a thought and or speech with a specific time. I will use 3 colored lights to signal times. Green, you have met the minimum time requirement. Yellow, you are the halfway point between the minimum and maximum times. And red, you have reached the maximum time and need to conclude. Overtime, you have gone completely overtime. I will record the time with this app that I found, serendipitously. For each person, and I will briefly report the times for each speaker when called upon.
Evaluator, Angel Delgado. Thank you.
Today I'm your general evaluator, and my job is to evaluate everything that happens throughout the meeting. I will introduce the functionaries and also call for reports towards the end of the meeting. The purpose of this is to make sure that we have non-meandering meetings and make sure that we make the most of our time. The things that I'll be looking for is, did we start on time? Were there any necessary distractions, etc., etc.? Thank you.
Thank you.